And I'm here to talk about the Carolina Panthers, minicamp or training camp. Um, yeah, man, some interesting things, But before we get started, just want to give a shout out to, a shout out to Mr. Cuddy Cut. Right.
We under new rules. We got a new squad. It's time to ball out. It's time to go home. It's time to ball out. It's time to go home. Yo, this ain't a rebuild. This ain't a restart. It's more like a new look. It's more like a recharge. Cause we some ballers and you don't have to used to win it. Play up contention. Yeah, we contending. They talk about it about my team getting tripping as if it is over, as if we are finished. Like the offensive line ain't gonna bring all that pain when they battling inside the trenches. The press have been going hard. I guarantee that you probably won't get best defended. And we got thieves in the back and they lurking. They'll throw it too deep as they pick it. I hope the opposing quarterback is thinking they better be smart with decisions. Cause we are gonna ball out and bring out the fire and dominate our competition. The mission is simply to beat all your rivals and stand tall within your division. See, we are the Panthers and from Carolina and everybody know we popping.
You already know that. You already know that. Shout out to Mr. Cuddy Cut, right, man. Shout out to Mr. Cuddy Cut, right. But look, man, I'm not gonna be here long, man. Probably maybe about 15, 20 minutes, man. Just want to kind of get up, cam up, talk about our beloved Carolina Panthers, man. Talk about the beloved Carolina Panthers. So first, want to start out with the COVID-19, man. As you see, we got a couple guys that are decided to opt out. One, I have no idea who he is, linebacker from UVA. Don't kill me, y'all, in the comments. Please don't kill me. So with that being said, I ain't hurt by that move. He got to do what he got to do for his family and his life. So I'm not even mad at it. Not mad at it at all. Secondly, a guy that I thought was could potentially somewhat promising. I think some depth on the outside linebacker, DN position, and Mr. Christian Miller, pass rusher from Alabama, decided that he was going to opt out due to the COVID-19 and everything that's going on. Hey, man, I ain't even mad at him about that, man. You got to do what you have to do. So if that's what's best for you. A lot of people, what I'm hearing is kind of getting upset like they owe us something. Look, they're human beings, man. They got families. They understand their bodies, their health concerns, issues, especially if you're large or black male. No knock to anybody else that's not black, but there are things that have shown that this virus can create issues for us, such as, people that might have diabetes, high blood pressure, the weight, the body mass, all that stuff, man, plays a factor. So it has to be considered. So I'm not mad at him at all for making that move. So he got to do what he got to do. So salute Christian Miller. I'm looking forward to having you next year. Come back stronger, come back ready, because tell you something, man, it's something brewing in Carolina. Something special brewing in Carolina. But let's go. Let's talk about it, man. I listened to an interview from K1 Short, man. I was encouraged, man. I was really encouraged about how he spoke on Phil Snow and how he spoke on the direction of this defense and how that everybody's bought in. Everybody's bought in. They brought the right guys that are intelligent, and also Shaq Thompson. I listened to his as well. They highly intelligent guys that come in that are ready to work, that shouldn't be all about that me stuff. I get it. They're young. They got some money. They want to go out, have a little good time. Charlotte's an upcoming city. Trust me, I've been there for some years, for over 20 years. And it's grown quite a bit. So with that being said, man, they got to come in and be focused. And I think our defense can hit the ground running. I know a lot of people don't think so, but I think with disguises, the movement, the aggressive style, and the speed and the athleticism that we have across the board defensively, man, I am very excited about the direction this team is going. First of all, if y'all listen to me and watch me and check me out quite a bit, man, I've been saying for quite some time, we were like 30th, 31st last year in defense, scoring defense, run defense, just everything, man. It was just bad, right? So how much worse could we really get? I know a lot of y'all going in talking about we're going to get cooked. Julio going to kill us. Michael Thomas going to kill us. Mike Evans and Chris Godwin going to kill us. Hey, man, it could happen, but I think our offense can kill all of their defensive especially the secondary too. So, hey man, don't be down. When I look at across the board, man, I like Stephen Weatherly. That's coming in, a new addition, a hungry guy. And that's what I see, a lot of hungry guys with things to prove, man. You got him, you got Derek Brown that's coming in, a rookie standout that instantly is going to, I believe, be a stud in this league. It's going to make that much of a difference. You got K'Wan Short coming back, who he was highly missed last year. And then just add Brian Burns, Mr. Go Get Her Done. That's tough, man. And then Gross Matos, and then you got Roy, then you got a lot of guys, man. A lot of guys that you can have in rotation on that D line. And I'm excited about that because I believe games are won and lost in the trenches. Let's think about linebacker position. We still got them two studs we drafted at the same time or brought in at the same time. And it was Andre Smith and I can't remember the other. Sorry, y'all. I shouldn't say that, but I don't really care for him that much. Jermaine Carter. Sorry. If you're listening, Jermaine, hey, it is what it is, man. I think my boy Andre needs to start over you or get more play, but a lot of people don't like him. But I think depth, man, I really think that these guys have been in the locker room. They've learned. This is like their third or fourth year, so they should be ready. But they don't have to be starters. They can come in and be rotational guys and come in and just fill in and do what they need to do. But I am looking forward to seeing Shaq in his leadership role. Listening to Shaq and just seeing him on the interview, there's a different level of focus, man. There's a different level of focus. I see a dog right there. And the way KK bigged him up, talked about how Shaq on film is always around the ball. Let's think about it, guys. He was able to be mentored by two of the greatest to ever do it, especially in Carolina, man. And Thomas Davis and Luke Kuechly, those were his mentors, as he put it, his brothers. And so to have those guys to be the understudy and learn from them, man, this is going to be I thought last year was breakout, but this year, hey, this is going to be something special. And then with the addition of Tahir Whitehead, all he is a tackling machine. Yeah, I know his coverage could be a little suspect here and there, but the guy gets over 100 tackles like it's nothing, man. And that's the type of production we need, especially if we stop the run. If we can stop the run, then that's good. Hey, what's up, C-Dog? Hey, man, you ain't got to be impressed with the video, my dog. I know you ain't nothing but a hater anyway. If it ain't Cam, you ain't got no love for it, but much love to you, my G. Much love to you. But yeah, man. Hey, and these guys, man, they swear they Carolina Panthers fans, but they all they want to do is dog and bash what the direction of this team is going, man. And it's sad to me because that's just some of the fan base that we have in Carolina. And I've been saying this for years as a Carolina Panther fan. I really can't stand Carolina Panthers fans because a lot of them don't understand the game of football. Like they sit there and just look at guys like it's Madden. Yeah, Luke Kuechly was amazing. Yes, he was that amazing. I love Luke Kuechly. You probably can't see because of my light right there. But if I turn it off real quick, guess who that is back there? 59. That's how much I really love Luke Kuechly, man. Luke Kuechly is a baller. But I don't expect him. We can't expect these guys to be Luke Kuechly. It's not many of them in the league. The only one that I can say is up there that's done what Luke has done is Bobby Wagner. Bobby freaking Wagner. And you're talking about two of the best to do it, man. So, look, Luke Kuechly's a Hall of Famer. To say that we expect these guys to produce like Luke Kuechly, I think that's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous. Anyway, let me get back to this roster. Tahir Whitehead is a tackling machine. He may not be great in coverage, but that's why we got these guys, man. I think Jeremy Chin is going to be an amazing hybrid linebacker, safety kind of guy that can also cover big receivers in the nickel, do all of those things, man. So I think we got guys that are very versatile on defense. Trey Boston, a lot of people don't like Trey Boston. I was one of the ones that advocated for him to come back. Love that. Love the fact that he came back. I think he brings that thieves' abs attitude. And if you look at our coverage defense last year was actually pretty good. I think it was like top 12 or something like that. It wasn't bad at all. It was just our run defense was horrendous. So, and then everybody wants to talk about, well, we got rid of everybody. We got rid of everybody on the defensive line. Well, why shouldn't we have gotten rid of everybody on the defensive line when we were giving up so many rushing yards up the butt? But anyway, that's here nor there. Trey Boston, I think, is a deep guy that can cover the field well. He got great, I wouldn't say he has very good ball skills. I wouldn't say great ball skills. He's a good center fielder. If you look at his production since he's been in the league, he's been one of the best at taking the ball away over the last, I don't know, 5 years. So 4 or 5 years. So he's been doing his thing, man. Got to give him props for that. But Trey Boston is just going to be a guy that I don't think is going to be around too much longer. I think Kenny Robinson Jr., I may have been butchered that, but Robinson Jr. out of Virginia Tech, West Virginia, that played in the XFL. Look out for him, man. He did this with some professionals. I know it was the XFL, but a guy that was supposed to be in college, who produced in college, took the game to the next level to the XFL, produced with grown men in the XFL. Just imagine what he's going to do with some time on this team, man. I'm excited about him. This could potentially be a him and Jeremy Chin, could potentially be, I know y'all going to fry me for this, but it could be the Seattle deal. It could be the Earl Thomas, Cam Chancellor deal. It could potentially happen because they say Matt Rule is very comparable to Pete Carroll. He has that type of rah-rah mentality, man. So this could be a great thing. Now, I don't expect it to hit right in and there. I don't expect it to be right now. But yeah, man, but I really, really, really like the production that we can get out of Kenny Robinson. So Trey Boston is just going to bring that veteran leadership in the secondary, because I think on all levels, KK put it best. Well, I think it might have been Shaq or KK put it best. You got veterans on every level. You have KK on the D-line. You got Tahir Whitehead and Shaq, who's been here, those veterans. And now you have now we got Trey Boston that's a veteran back there. That's what you need. You need veteran leadership on each level, especially with the young players that we have. So I'm excited to see what Troy Pride Jr. is going to do. I really like his upside. I think he's more skilled than Bradbury. I think Bradbury was a heck of a talent. He was disciplined, played things the way he needed to play. There was a low risk, low reward kind of guy, but he did what he needed to do. I think Troy Pride upside is out of this world. I think he could potentially be better than Bradbury, which is good. I said something similar whenever we let Josh Norman go. I thought Bradbury would be a good fit, had a long frame like him. And plus, I don't like paying corners no $14-15 million anyway. So, hey, good deal. And then we got Eli Apple. I know y'all gonna kill the Eli Apple thing, but he is Eli Apple. Eli Apple is a talented guy. You're talking about a guy that can definitely run, has some skill set. He's long. He really has some skill set, but I think this is his last leg. So you got another guy that's hungry. If he doesn't perform here, he's out of the league. So what's the worst that can happen here? You got pretty much him either second or third on the depth chart. He might get torched some here and there. It's a learning process. We'll know. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. He could fit this scheme and be wonderful. This could be the place that he needed to be. We don't know. Coaching could have been bad when he was in New York. He had a pretty decent season the year before last when he got to New Orleans. So I mean, I don't think he's terrible, man. Not at all. I don't think he's terrible. Should he be a starter? That's here for debate, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see. But Dante Jackson, man, that's our bounce back player. I promise you that on defense. Bounce back player of the year on defense. He has all the intangibles, has everything he needs: ball skill, swag, speed, all of that, man. He just needs to get this right. He can get this right and be disciplined. Hey, he's balling, man. So I'm excited. I'm excited about the defense. Yeah, man, because I saw it in the eyes, man. I saw it in the mannerisms. I saw what Shaq and KK were talking about, man. They just really, really bought into this defense and was like, yo, man, this thing could be something special. It could be something special. Now, I don't expect it to be number one, top 5 like we're used to, Panther Nation, even top 10. But I will take top 20 compared to 30, 31st, 32nd that we've been over the past couple of years. I will definitely take top 20. And that's fine. And I'm going to tell y'all the reason why I'm going to take top 20. Y'all ready for this? Y'all, this offense is going to be serious, dog. This offense is going to be special. You talking about special? Special. Look, man, look. This offense is going to be special. I keep saying it because this might be my favorite offense. I know we haven't seen it yet. And maybe Panther history, y'all. And part of the reason is because that play caller, man. I looked at Joe Burrow and the LSU Tigers last year, the year before last too. I looked at Joe Burrow's production. I think he had like 16 touchdowns with something maybe like, I don't know, crazy interceptions, but he wasn't nothing. I mean, he was like a third, fourth year guy at playing junior, whatever he was. But he wasn't much, man. He wasn't much at all. At all. But looking at what Joe Brady was able to bring in the concepts to that offense, how it elevated to one of the best offenses in college football history, is amazing to me. Because I do like their receivers. I do like Chase and I do like Jefferson. And now I'm thinking about Robbie Anderson. I'm thinking about DJ Moore. I'm thinking about Curtis Samuel. These guys, bro. And now and also a Christian McCaffrey in the backfield with the quarterback that I believe, I know y'all don't, but a lot of y'all don't, that I believe is better than Burrow. Shoot. Man, we're going to have a field day against these defenses, bro. I'm telling you, we are definitely going to be a top 10 offense. So if that puts us at top 10 offense, I wouldn't even be surprised if we top 5 with our 20th defense. Guess what that means? That usually means wins, right? So I'm not expecting us to go in here and go to the playoffs. I'm not going to set the bar that high. However, I do think we're going to compete. And I think we're going to bust a lot of people in the mouth and surprise a lot of people because a lot of people are starting to opt out. And if you notice, one thing about our team, yes, we've had a couple, 2 opt out, but these guys haven't really done much production for our team anyway. So it's not really going to hurt us that much that they've opted out. So I'm not too concerned about that at all. PJ Walker is going to be a great backup, nothing more than a backup. People drive me crazy thinking that this guy can start in the NFL and be elite. All right, look. Is he athletic? Absolutely. Does he remind you more of Cam than Teddy? Probably so, because he's more dynamic. And so I think that's why people really are really jumping the gun and thinking PJ Walker could potentially be a starter or have some role in this offense. But what people aren't understanding is that we don't need a quarterback. We don't need a quarterback to do what Cam was doing because this offense is so much better. When have we had weapons that you could just throw the ball to and they can just go run for 40, 50, 30 yards? We haven't. We haven't had where you could just boom and they could just run, boom, and we could just run, boom, we could just run. Yeah, what's up? What's up, everybody? Let me give a couple shout outs, man, before I get back going, man. Shout out to boy Rush. What's good with you? Matt knows nothing. Paul's up, my G. Hey, man. Hey, Teddy Two Glove is gonna ball out, my G. I promise you that. What's up, C Dog? I know you like to go in, my G, but it's all love. Much love to you, my brother. Shout out to Poppin' Bullish. Hey, most definitely hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Trill One, what's good? Yeah, I know you think our defense is gonna be toast, but hey, answer me this, man. You like everybody? If you all can comment real quick, what did you all think about our defense last year at the start of the season? I'm curious because I know. We got Gerald McCoy. We got Eric Reed back. We got Shaq. We got Luke. We got KK. We just drafted Brian Burns. All of this excitement came, right? All of this excitement came based on the roster that we had. Name guys, right? Name. But what did they do? See, I think, all right, as someone that coaches, I coach AAU basketball. I've coached, I know it's not the same football. I played collegiate football as well. It's something about fiery, passionate, hungry, something to prove guys. All right. It's something about that when you get a guy that is pretty much on his deathbed, such as an Eli Apple, you really see what these guys are made of. So he knows that if it don't pan out here, my career is over. It's something about these young, hungry guys that haven't been tainted by the money and the salary and the fame yet, that you can really, really mentor, coach up, and get them to come and play at the levels that you want them to play. And I think people are forgetting the mentality that this is a chess game. And so it's not all about lining up the best roster when it comes to names. It's about lining up the best continuity of guys. You want the best amount of veteran guys, and you want the best amount of younger, hungrier guys that are willing to learn and buy into your system. And I think coaching has become extremely underrated in this league, because one of the best teams in the NFL over the past decade or two has been the New England Patriots, who happen to have the best coach in the NFL. Period. You do it our way. They coached up. No one wants to give credit to these guys, but it's all Tom Brady this, Tom Brady that, Tom Brady this. No, Bill Belichick was winning when Tom Brady wasn't even playing. When he was hurt, when he was suspended, it didn't matter. That's how important coaching is. Let's look at the Legion of Boom when they left. Look what Pete Carroll was still able to do. Pete Carroll was still able to keep his team afloat in the playoffs. They've never had a losing season. And you all are talking and tripping about name guys? Come on, y'all. And you talking about getting torched. Who's going to get torched? Who's going to get torched? Because if you follow Troy Pride Jr., he didn't get torched. He was one of the best deep ball coverage corners in the league. Yes. In college football, did they get some underneath stuff? Yeah, at times, but he got great closing speed. But is he going to get beat deep? No. But he also plays the ball better. So I don't understand the logic of, we just going to get torched. We just going to get torched. Look, man, look, the best way to help out your secondary is to have what? Really elite, amazing pass rushers, right? Pass rushers. And you mean to tell me Brian Burns, KK Short, Derek Brown, Stephen Weatherly, or even Gross Matos, that's not dangerous? What you gonna do? You're gonna have to try to double somebody, and then that's leaving one-on-one. That's not dangerous? If that's not dangerous, I don't know football. I guess I don't know football. I guess I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But anyway, I'm gonna get back to this offense, man. Look, if you followed LSU any, and I've gone back and watched film, they do a lot of short passing game. Quick, get the ball out your hands, get it in your playmakers' hands, let them make plays. One thing about Joe Brady, he was the passing caller, coordinator, whatever you want to call him. He was a wide receiver at William and Mary. This is a guy that caters to wide receivers. That's just what it is. He caters to wide receivers. So the wide receivers that we have on this roster have a certain skill set that I'm excited about as a former wide receiver, that we had an accurate, decisive, that anticipates quarterback back there that can make those reads and make those plays to get the ball out of his hands fast, to let it get to our playmakers so they can make plays. Amazing. A guy that studied under one of the greatest in Drew Brees. Amazing. So we don't want to give him credit. We don't want to ride with him a little bit because we butt hurt the way our organization did Cam. Absolutely. I get it. I was a little bothered by the way we did it too. But if I'm a wide receiver All right, let's think about this now. If I'm a wide receiver and I got two of these guys, and I got the option to play with Teddy or Cam from a wide receiver's aspect, no disrespect, but I know Cam is launching that ball over my head quite a bit. I know some of those balls are going to be in the dirt quite a bit. I know I ain't going to always catch me in stride, but I know Teddy is going to throw a softer ball. He's going to anticipate. He's going to put me in positions where I can make plays. And I'm just speaking as a wide receiver. Now, what Cam did, Cam is different when we don't have a certain skill set in wide receiver. We don't have the best running back in the game. Why? Because Cam can put everything on his back offensively and say, let's go. I can run. I can make the play with my arm here and there. I can throw the deep ball. I can make it. Let's put it on my back. I can carry the offense. I'm that kind of guy. I'm Superman. But this offense isn't built that way. We're not in the old regime. We're not in that location no more. This is new. This is new football territory. And some of y'all need to jump on the train now because the direction we're going is going to be winning for quite some time. I promise you that. It may not be right now, but it's going to be quite some time. It's going to be winning football. It's going to be winning football. Because let's think about the guys they gave Cam. And there you go, C-Dog. Let's talk about it. Ted Ginn. Yes. Did Ted Ginn lead the league in drops? Absolutely. Another non-weapon. I mean, I ain't going to say that because he was a weapon. He was a deep threat, especially that 2015 guy. But when we hear about Ted Ginn, we don't think about an elite receiver. We think about a speed guy, right? We think about a speed guy. Yeah. So Cam Newton is a guy that could definitely carry a team. But when it comes to making accurate, decisive decisions, reads, instead of standing back there with anticipation and waiting for them to get open, sorry, y'all, Teddy's better than that. He's better than Cam at that. You say what you want. Cam's a better athlete. He has a stronger arm. He's more dynamic. He's probably the better he's the better overall football player. Absolutely. When it comes from getting the ball out of his hands quickly, making a decisive decision, being accurate and limiting mistakes, Teddy Bridgewater is better. And it is what it is. And if you look at it, look at their offense. They went spread offense, right? They had about 4 and 5 wide receivers, usually 4 wide receivers, a running back. That's 5 players, your quarterback. That's 6, 5 offensive linemen. That's 11. That's what they had. That's what they had. They had one tight end they used in the skill set of Thaddeus Moss. Shout out to Mallet Creek, Charlotte area, my G. My mom used to clean their teeth when they were kids, man. My mom's dental. But anyway, she used to clean their teeth, man. So shout out to them. So now we got a guy in Ian Thomas who is extremely, in my athletic, big, has decent, strong hands, who's learned quite a bit over the past 2 years. I think he fits the mold perfectly. For what we're gonna do. And that is get rid of the ball and let your playmakers make plays. DJ Moore, I keep repeating myself. DJ Moore led the league in what, yards after contact, yards after catch, something like that. Led the league in that. Come on, man. Look, thank you, Trill One. They sleeping on it, and that's my point, man. We got guys that Seth Roberts could potentially be our 4th wide receiver, and let's not talk about old boy from Hey, y'all, forgive me, man. I'm live with this thing. I ain't got nothing going on. I'm just trying to cam up because it's been a minute. The Bayless, is it Bayless? Amari Bayless? The big tall receiver, man. Check me if I'm wrong, man, but I think it's that a guy that I heard was like number 3 receivers on our board. I mean, you talk about we had him highly ranked. Yeah, Omar Bayless. Thank you, Matt knows nothing. Thank you, man. Yeah, man, Bayless, man. Look, and I ain't talking about Skip Bayless. But look, man, this is a very dynamic team. Now, is it going to pan out? I don't know. I have no idea if it's going to pan out. Do I want it to pan out? Absolutely, I am. I'm a fan of my Panther Nation, man. So I do want it to pan out. Year one, I'm talking about. Is it going to pan up long term? Absolutely. There's no doubt in my mind that this ain't going to pan out. We got too many guys that are young guys with young contracts, with great money contracts for this not to pan out. Look, we have no dead cap next year. None. Don't know what's going to happen with the money. I'm hearing it might even go down. Well, if it does, great. We have no dead cap. All right. We're in a great situation to make moves and get guys that we really, really want after we lay down the foundation. Oh, and thank you, Matt Knows Nothing. Right. Keith Kirkwood. That's what I'm saying. We got a list. I've never seen so many wide receivers on the Panthers roster like we got now. We got Farrell Cooper, who's a special teams ace who can still play receiver. We got Keith Kirkwood, who's known to be with Matt Rule, and he just, man, look, man, and he's familiar with Teddy. Man, look, it's a reason ESPN, well, I'm going to say the 4-letter network because I ain't the biggest fan of ESPN, even though I'm about to go check out Zion and Ja Morant here in a little bit. But it's a reason why we were named the number 5, I guess, team with offensive weapons. It's a reason for that, y'all. And I think y'all are really, really, some of y'all are really, really sleeping on the makeup of this team. To be year one, to rebuild, retool, whatever you want to call it, revamp, for year one, man, they did an outstanding job. Outstanding job. Outstanding job. I was preaching for months. Let's go defense. I want all defense in the draft. And guess what they did? All defense, because we addressed everything offensively in free agency. It made so much sense. Look, man, look. This guy, Joe Brady. I'm going to get back to Joe Brady for a little minute, man. Joe Brady's play calling, Joe Brady's concepts with routes, with Teddy Bridgewater's intellect, film study. They called him a film junkie in New Orleans, right? And he was so excited to be able to study under one of the greats. And that's another thing taken out of content. This guy studied under one of the greats, one of the greatest to do it, in Drew Brees. So you mean to tell me he's not going to carry? I seen him already. Drew Brees. I don't know if y'all watch Drew Brees when he do his pregame, right? He sits there, he bounces. He went read, dumps the ball off. And then he goes to the next read, right? And then he comes back, he does this. Boom, boom. Comes back to the next read. I'm seeing Teddy doing the same thing, y'all. And I'm telling you, repetition, man, God. Yo, I'm pumped. Now, let's get back to this offensive line. This offense. Offensive line. I just need them to be mediocre. I don't need them to be elite. I need them to be mediocre. And right now, Pro Football Focus has us at 17th. It's 32 teams in the NFL. So if you give me that 14 to 20 range, I am good. And we fall dead in the middle based on that. I'm good. I do not need to have the greatest offensive line on the planet Earth. Don't need to have it. Because let's think about this. They talked trash about our offensive line last year. Well, I get it. They got our quarterbacks lit up quite a bit, right? Right? All right, let's think about it. Cam Newton was getting ate up, especially that Tampa game. He was actually getting ate up against that Rams game. But do we all know who was getting ate up? Anybody know? Y'all want to put it in the chat? Anybody know who's getting ate up on the offensive line the most? Some of y'all going to pair this, right? I know that's where y'all want to go, right? Nah. Not saying Paradis didn't have his struggles, but nah. It was the boy Darrell Williams, dog. It was the boy Darrell Williams. Come on, man. He gave up like 3 or 4 sacks to Shaq Barrett like it was nothing. He couldn't block to save his life. Even in the Rams game, he was getting tore up. Cam had nothing over there at that left tackle side. and neither did Kyle Allen. So what did we do? We went and addressed that. We went and got, man, look. Yeah, you're right. He didn't start. He didn't start every game. But guess who was starting when Cam got hurt? Guess who was starting when your guy got hurt, C-Dog? All right. All right, that's what I thought. Yeah, Darrell Williams. All right, so Cam was like, man, I can't rock with that no more. But look, Matt Paradis is going to bounce back. You don't go from being one of the better centers in the league to being the worst center in the NFL. That doesn't happen. All right. And I believe in coaching so much that I think we had a really good coach that can help him out. And I think the play calling, the spreads, because guess what? We're going to spread them summer guns out. Let them come if they want to. Let what's my man name out of Tampa? The defensive coordinator, the old coach. We're gonna get Darrell Williams an excuse, dog. We're gonna get Darrell Williams an excuse. Matt for nothing. You're right. Darrell Williams was a right tackle that they forced to play left tackle because we didn't have a left tackle that was really ready to go. We had two rookies that we drafted by the name of Greg Little and Dennis Daly. I'm a big Dennis Daly fan. I think he got some dog in him. I think he's hungry. I think he wants to work. Is he going to be an elite tackle? I don't know. Can he be a solid guard? Yeah, I think he got some nastiness to him that he can play that position. Did he hold his own for what he had to deal with when he got thrown out there as a 5th, 6th round draft pick? Absolutely. Greg Little, he's already on the pup. Was that a wasted pick? We don't know yet. We don't know. But while this allows him the opportunity to get right, we got Russell Okung over there. So we got Russell Okung and we got Taylor Moton. We got Matt Paradis. And I'm not too, I wouldn't be surprised if, what's his name? Smith, Green? I don't know. The guard we got from Cincinnati. It was a guard that we picked up from Cincinnati. Dang, what's his name? Anyway, he played with Teddy Two Gloves in college. So they already have chemistry, guys. This is the continuity I'm talking about in football. This is the relationships I'm talking about in football. Yes, Trio One. Do I like Greg Van Roten? Absolutely. I think he was a guy that we should have kept. But you guys keep naming. Let's think about this. Greg Van Roten. What about Andrew Norwell? Y'all remember him? He played pretty good for us, didn't he? All of these guys were undrafted guys. There we go. John Miller. My man. Thank you, Austin Wright and C-Dog. John Miller. Now, yes, I've known that these people can go to certain teams and not look good. I'm going to honestly say that. They can go to teams and not look good. They can go places and they can just not coached right, not put in the right area for success, all kind of things, man. And so, yeah, they can not look as good or not play as well. Think about Darrell Williams. Darrell Williams, I believe, was a Pro Bowler. Someone made like an all-pro team, right? Then he got hurt. Then he came off an injury. And what did we do? We did him wrong, in a sense. We put him in a position that it wasn't his strength. He's strong at the right tackle, but we put him at left tackle, and look what happened. All right? So let's think about this with Norwell. Norwell was undrafted, regardless if he was injured, regardless of what happened. He came in undrafted. Greg Van Roten was an undrafted guy that we made better. Let's just say that we got some guys that are on this undrafted roster that could step in and make a play. Could really, really step in and play for us. But I think y'all are really, not y'all, but I think some of us in Panther Nation are really downing this offensive line. When I look across the board, I think the two outsides, which is my concern with this offense, you got to have two guys that are really, really good on the outside. The way this offense is structured, the way this spread offense is, you have to have guys that can hold up on the outside. And Taylor Moton and Russell Okung might be one of the better right tackle, left tackle tandems in the league. Could potentially definitely be that. We got a guy that's a Pro Bowl center, a guy that, is a Super Bowl champion. We got a couple guys that got rings now. So give him a chance, man. Give him a chance because it's not going to have to hold up all day long because Teddy Two Gloves is going to get rid of that ball. We're going to run that ball. We're going to do what we need to do. And, hey, man, I'm really excited about the way this team is going. Russell Okung, yeah, they want to say he's up there in age. They really want to say he's up there in age. But I say this, he's played some of his best football in the latter part of his years. If you check him out, go look him up. I believe he was a Pro Bowler in 2018. I think he was something like that in 2017, 16. He's had some really, really good seasons outside of this past year when he got hurt, and he actually still held his own. excuse me, when he was coming off an injury. So I'm excited about him, man. I'm really excited about him. So the coaching staff knows him very well, so he brought him in because he knew he could hold up. And it's going to be faster. These guys that already know, especially the pandemic and everything that's going on, we got guys that Matt Rule is coach. We got guys that Joe Brady is coach. We got guys that Phil Snow is coach. We got guys that our offensive line is coached. Like this is going to be allow us to get up to speed a little quicker than if we were just all brand new and no one actually knew each other. So Panther Nation, be encouraged. I know it hasn't been much going on. I just kind of wanted to cam up and talk about a little bit of the mini camp and training camp and see where we're going. I do believe, man, Matt knows nothing. You must be my lost brother, man, because you and I, we hitting on the same page, my G. Hey, man, I threw that out there too, man. This guy played 38 and been an outstanding left tackle, man. They don't hear it. They don't hear it, man. They don't hear it. They just want the old regime. They want the same thing that happened the past 2 years, which is us having a losing season. They want us to keep the same guys on the roster, the same coach, the same everything that we had the past 2 seasons. Yeah, let's keep that. That's smart. Let's keep going the same direction we were going the past 2 seasons, which is backwards. 2015 is 5 years ago, fellas and ladies. 5 years ago. And out of since that year, we've had how many seasons? 4? And we made the playoffs how many times? 1. And we've had how many winning seasons? 1. So you tell me, was it time? Was it time? And look at Whitworth before he became around early in this year. Look at him. Look at him now, C-Dog. Look at him, C-Dog. Look at him, C-Dog. Because I'm telling you, man. Look at him, C-Dog. Because he wasn't that all that yet. And so to sit there and sleep on Russell Okung, man, how many great left tackles do you think are in the league? It's 32 teams. So you mean to tell me out of all the left tackles that are in the league, we didn't get one in the top 50% of the league out of the starters? Oh yeah, we definitely upgraded. Because outside of Jordan Gross, the next best left tackle that we've had on this roster was the blind side Michael Orr. That's it. So this is definitely an upgrade, regardless how you want to put it. It's definitely an upgrade. So I'm excited about it. I think it was a great move because I thought Trey Turner had a rough season. Last year. And I mean, and it happens. For the money that he was making, it happens. Now we got out of his contract. And so we're good to go. Somebody else can have that. And yeah, like I was saying, he was 31 when he made his first Pro Bowl. He was 34 when he made his first All-Pro team. C-Dog. Now, I love you, though, man. I love you. I love you to death. But look, man. Check it out if you want to check it out, man. But the dude, man, he was later in his career when he got popping and going. And you're talking about a Super Bowl champion left tackle, a 2-time Pro Bowler who hit his Pro Bowl. My bad. He hit his first one when he was 25, right? So he had some success when he was young. His 3rd year in the league. And then he got it again in 2017. So come on, man. The guy